Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting chemistry video lessons by Adrenaline the Bazooka Prophet, CEO Adrenaline online tutorial platform, a global platform that has helped a lot of students to become pro, in which in this our platform we've seen a lot of record-breaking students who have been turned into a genius within the shortest possible time with our tested and trusted techniques in which we use to teach our students all over the world. Now, in these video lessons, I'm going to be working on two basic questions under thermochemistry, right? I've done a lot of videos on thermochemistry, but in this particular video, I'm going to be solving some questions. Now, these questions will help students who are struggling with thermodynamics and thermochemistry, especially under the heat of solution. Now, these questions are relevant to students who are preparing for JAM 2026 examination and also WAEC and NECO students, right? Which are very major exams written in Nigeria. It is also relevant to students in United States, in Great Britain, in different parts of the world where chemistry is a prerequisite to study sciences. Now we move to this question even as we take it step by step as a beginner's method. Now let's go. The question one says 1.1 gram of calcium chloride dissolved in 50 cm cube of 3.4 degrees Celsius, which means the temperature change rose to 3.4 degrees Celsius. Full stop. Now, the question now says the heat of reaction for calcium chloride in kilojoule per mole is very, very simple. So we are going to be taking it beginner's method. Even though I have shorter method, but that is when that students have now become a pro before we begin to introduce to you shortcuts that would help you. Now let's go. Question one, we go. Solution. Now follow my steps. Now the first step is for us to calculate for our heat absorbed or evolved, which is Q. So Q is equal to mc delta what theta. This is the mass of water, the specific heat capacity for water which we were given, and the change in T which we were given. Now let us take note. Now the mass of water here wasn't given to us, rather we were given 50 cm cube of heat. They dissolved in 50 cm cube of 3.5 degrees Celsius. Now we equate the volume of the solution, right, which is 50 cm cube to 50 gram, considering that water has a density of approximately 1 gram per cm cube. If you calculate for the mass, it will still give me the same 50 gram. So the mass of water here is 50 gram, okay, and I was given my change in temperature to be 3.4 degrees Celsius, of course, and my C here was given to me to be 4.18 joule gram, okay, as the case may be. So we go equal to the mass, which is 50 multiplied by 4.18 multiplied by 3.4. Is that understood now? Which is now equal to, so I will need to punch my calculator, which is 50 multiplied by 4.18 multiplied by 3.4, and I had my answer to be 710.6. That's 710.6 what joules. Now take note, because the unit of my answer I am to get is in kilojoule per mole, I will have to convert this my joule I have here to kilojoule, which I will have to divide by 1000. Of course, it will give me what? 0.7106 kilojoule. Please take note. This is, I've gotten the quantity of my heat of the solution of the water to be 0.7106 kilojoule. Now, the last step that should give me my answer is the compound, right? Or is the solute that was dissolved. That one will give me my number of moles. Remember that number of moles is equal to mass over molar mass. The mass of calcium chloride is 1.1 over the molar mass of calcium chloride. The molar mass of calcium chloride, let me put it here. Calcium is 40 plus chlorine is 35.5, which I will multiply by 2. Of course, here it gives me 40 plus 71 to give me 111, right? So let's go as 111. Okay, so 1.1 divided by 111, okay, it gives me 9.91, gives me 9.91 times 10 raised to power what? Now negative 3 gram per mole, right? Okay, mole. So the final answer becomes the heat of the reaction is now equal to, of course, since it's kilojoule per mole, the kilojoule is 0.7106 divided by 9.91 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of negative 3. Let us see what the answer gives to me. Okay, so 0.7106 divided by answer, it gives me 71.706. 71 point, okay, 706 kilojoule per mole. Now, in JAMB question or in objective question, if I leave my answer like this, right, some fractions of mark will be removed. That is for theoretical standard exam. But for objective, you'll be given the negative of this and the positive of this. So you need to know whether it is exothermic or endothermic. Now, how do I know that this my answer would be exothermic or endothermic? Be very careful of your answers and the statement used in the questions under heat of solution. Now, look at what they said there. They said the 1.1 gram of calcium chloride dissolved in 50 cm cube of 3.4 degrees Celsius, meaning the temperature rose. The change in temperature rose to 3.4 degrees Celsius, telling you that heat is evolved. If the temperature had dropped, it will be endo, right? You need to know this salient point. So because there was an increase in the temperature, right, it is negative. So it is an exothermic what? Reaction. Please do take note, because there was an increase in the temperature, it is negative. If the temperature had dropped, it will be positive. And this marks the end of this first part. Do well to like, share, and subscribe, and also comment. While we move to the next question, please do well to key into it. Thank you and God bless you.